Greetings and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be talking about what I think about the new update. I don't know why I'm bouncing like that. That's weird. This is gonna be voiceover over the clip of me doing pathing. So we could call this episode 6.5, even if it's not a real episode. Yeah. So about a month ago now, maybe a bit more, the new update 1.21 at the time of recording just came out. The trials, no, wait. Yeah, the trial update. So it added a lot of stuff. It added way more than I expected, especially because I'm not really a PvP guy, so the trial chambers were less interesting to me from like a fighting perspective. But they actually added like so many new blocks, like all the tough variants. As you've seen in my episodes, I've used tough like so much, so that they added, by them just adding a lot of tough, it's heaven. I just don't know what to say. It's like the best idea they could have ever had. That, and also they added new paintings. I haven't really used paintings all that much, but I do like some of them. They also changed dogs a bit. They added new breeds, which is great. Unfortunately, all my dogs here that I already had, they are from another version, so they're not going to update. But I think it's a good idea. They added the armadillos, which give the dogs their armor. I love the armadillos. I've actually touch them and play with them a bit on the SMP, but on another SMP. But yeah, I haven't really experimented with them that much. They drop scoots like so frequently. I did not know it was that frequent. Especially with the other scoots, the turtle scoots, I think. They are so rare because you gotta work a lot to get them, so I did not expect these cubes to be a lot easier. What else did they add? Yeah, they also added the biggest update of them all, the trial chambers, or what I like to call the copper chambers, because they're filled with copper. They're like the best way to get copper is just find one of them, actually. Like it's oxidized and waxed. So for a copper perspective, this is an absolutely great addition. Because you're like massive mines, massive fields of copper everywhere. So that's great. What else? In the trial chambers themselves, they added the breeze, which is a lovely new mob. They're really quick. They're really fast, and I think they're kind of cute. Of course, I love the detail where if you try to shoot them, the arrow literally bounces back at you because they're spinning, so the arrow spins around with them. Yeah, the trial chambers, I think, are actually really well done and might be one of my favorite structures in the game because, first of all, they have a lot of stuff, like so much stuff. They give you the maze, but they give you like a lot of stuff, and they're so intricate. There's so many cool things you can try to find, and so many new additions. Like, for example, they changed it so that now if you kill a raid captain, you don't get the bad omen effect, but you get a bottle. You get the ominous bottle, which you can use for the trial chambers, but you can also use it for raid. You can still start a raid with it. So I love that addition because it was so annoying just trying not to kill the raid captain and and try not to get bad omen when you're in a village. But this makes it so you can store the bad omen, which is absolutely great. Absolutely great. I don't know what it does from a farming perspective, though. I don't know how raid farms work, so I have no idea what will happen to them. Yeah. But I love the intricate designs with all the effects. Like just fighting through both the ominous and the normal version of the spawners and the vaults. The effects are so interesting. Like I've only seen some of them, but I've seen infested, I've seen oozing, I've seen weaving. I still don't know what half of them do. I think oozing like spawns slimes or something, but I don't even know. Maybe weaving places cobwebs. I have no idea because it was just so chaotic of an environment. But I love these new effects. They look so cool, and they sound really interesting. I just haven't really experimented with them all that much. And I love the mechanic where you place a key inside the vault thing. That's I love that. I love that. And it kind of shows you what you could get, which makes it a lot of a more predictable loot table and makes it a lot easier to predict the loot table instead of going to the wiki and seeing everything you could get. It makes it a lot easier of a thing. Uh, Plus, there was just like one room where you find like a mangrove tree, which is like so weird. I want to find out why that is. Obviously, mangrove swamps are kind of hard to get. You can get the propagules from wandering traders like I did on the hardcore on a hardcore server. I got them from a wandering trader. I traded them. But otherwise, you had to find the mangrove swamps, which are not easy to find. They're pretty rare. So getting one tree like in the trial chambers, which you can find on a map, basically, you can get the map from a villager. It's it's a really great idea because it gives you a big opportunity to find them without having to explore for an endless amount of time. Now, as you can see, I have explored the trial chambers to give you some of this information. In fact, the clips will be on my the next hardcore episode will have some of my clips on them. But I think it's a really great structure. I also like how there's like two different versions of it. You can go into the trial chambers and fight the mobs like on the easy normal version. But then if you're really like brave and you really want a lot of stuff, it makes the mobs like a lot harder. It gives them armor, it makes them uh, do more damage by giving them more stuff, gives them effects. It makes more of them sometimes. It's a great idea so that the players who feel less at ease with fighting can have the chance to, do the trial chambers, get some stuff without dying too frequently. Like me, I die really frequently. I still wanted to do the harder version, and it didn't go all that wrong. It still went pretty well. I but I did die a lot because I kind of wanted to find a mace, and I won't tell you if I did or not. That will you will find that out in the next episode of the hardcore series, but or the survival series now because I died. That's right, I died. I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to see that, but the fact that you can give other players a chance. Sure, you get less stuff. That makes sense though. But you give them a chance, which is actually a pretty good idea. I think it's a pretty good idea. Um. Oh, and I feel like there were like some weird rooms. Like there was a room, or like some rooms, like several rooms, where you could find like faces in the walls, and it was just like a cool detail. Because it wasn't like random faces. It was like faces of the mobs. Like look at this breeze one over here. Just like the breeze face. Or maybe it's just me, but I think that's the breeze face. Of course, this may be an obvious detail that everyone knows because they've seen it on like the wiki or like on the videos. Like, I have no idea. I had no idea this was here. Uh, Maybe it just sounds dumb and you don't see anything. But that's what I think it represents. Then there was like this one chest where you can get cake, and it was so hilarious. because they give you like free prizes. Like the chests in the thing, they are kind of freaky. Because it always like terrifies me when you can select use tools, because it makes you think of who might have used those tools. I'm not a lore guy. I have no idea what the lore of Minecraft is. I'm not even sure if it has lore itself, but it is really interesting to see all the different tools as well being used by, I don't know, adventurers or like people who built the trial chambers. I don't know, maybe the mobs as well. I have no idea what the lore is, but the loot table in the chests, it's not that good. It is. It gives you random stuff as well. It gives you like bamboo signs sometimes. It's really strange. But what I do like about them is that the whole like loot table of the vaults in as well. It's kind of self-sustainable because you do need the ominous bottle if you want to adventure hard, like on a harder difficulty and get more stuff. But it doesn't mean you have to leave the trial chambers to essentially get that item, because you can get the ominous bottle itself in the trial chambers themselves. So it's a lot easier to get the ominous bottle if you don't have common raid captain attacks or something. I don't know, or if you didn't really find an outpost all that easily. It is self-sustainable, and like if the effect itself, the ominous omen, I think, if it um if it goes away, you can refill it. You can add more time by drinking another potion. And the potions of the ominous bottle, the bottle itself, it disappears. It cracks. You can hear it. It's amazing. Like that's one of the features I really wanted, because Minecraft has a massive inventory problem, but self-breaking potions, they're useful. I don't think the normal potions are all that bad by not having them though, because I do feel like if you want to refill those bottles, it is a good feature. You can do that, but it doesn't really come up all that much. You usually just lose those bottles, or they hang around your inventory during battles or during exploration, and you don't really reuse them all that much at the end. So have them break him just like to clear inventory of it. It is really useful. Yeah, the entire sound design really. Oh wait, yeah, self-sustainable. Yeah, you do need to heal a lot during these trial chambers attacks, so you do need to bring some food, but it also gives you like so much food inside the loot table itself. Like I've gotten more food than I even entered with just by getting out of the trial chambers. Like they give you like so much food. Of course, I would recommend bring a shield with you. No shield, you're gonna die. There's so many skeletons. Not that many zombies, but there's like so many skeletons. So many different kinds of skeletons as well. I love the different skins they've given them, the different ideas they have, the different features they added. The sound design is absolutely amazing. I have nothing like wrong to say about the trial chambers. Although maybe they're a bit I don't know. Maybe the vault, the stuff in them is a bit too rare, and the loot is a bit too hard to find itself. Maybe the keys. Maybe I think there's not enough ominous vaults in them. That might just be my opinion. Maybe I just want it to be easier to find the mace itself, or the heavy core itself. But yeah, I love them. They've the things themselves. They added 3 new music discs, I think. One is my favorite. The creator music disc. It's like one of the best music discs I've ever heard of. Like Minecraft. It's like it starts like like a small tune from like a music box. In fact, there's another disc which is just the music box version. But then it starts hitting really hard with the beat, and it's lovely. The other one, it's a lot more Christmassy, like Precipice one. I don't really like much of the Christmas music, but I can see why it would be a good addition. I just I'm not a fan of it as much as the other one. And there's the music box version, which is the music box version. It does sound a bit like horror, like I don't know, something like the music box from like a horror movie or something. But yeah, it is a lovely little addition. Uh, they also added like a bunch of like feature of life additions or like bug fixes, but also like little features that we've wanted for like years and that they finally added. Like you can now lead boats in Minecraft, which is great. You can now fly with the boat when you lead them, and it's a great form of transport when one of you doesn't have an elytra. Um, but it also made it so that you can you can turn mob heads and place them on jukeboxes to make their sound. I'm not sure if that happened last update. I haven't really used them all that much, so it might have been last update and I'm just an idiot. But probably this update, I think. Um, yeah. Another thing is that um, they added the give me a second here. Yeah, they added so you can place a musicus into a dispenser, and if you activate the dispenser, I think I don't know if it's a drop or a dispenser. I think it's a dispenser. Onto a jukebox, it automatically plays with a button. So that makes so the player doesn't really have to, you know, activate the jukebox. So I feel like that's a great idea. That's a great idea. So yeah, that's all I've really heard of about this update. I'm sure that there's a lot of other Easter eggs or small additions or even big additions that I have no idea about. I just really love how much copper is in the trial chambers. That will help me a lot in building, and I love the whole new tough set of blocks and all the sound design and effect design. Absolutely love that. So let's go. Oh, and about the mace, I haven't really used it all that much. I know like 3 enchantments. One of them I know boosts to back up in the air. I have no idea what they are though. I'm gonna experiment them in the next hardcore episode, in a survival episode. But yeah, I'll see you then. It has been a pleasure having you, and I'll see you next time.